So if I go above and beyond for God, He gonna go above and beyond. People say all the time, you can't be God given. That's on every level.
Yes, sir.
So Mark chapter 12 verse 30 says, what's that?
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength.
Yes.
This is the first commandment.
Yes.
With all. With all.
Yes.
That means, that's extreme to me, man. All is extreme. That means, give me everything.
Yes, sir.
Give me all of it. That's extreme. He said, love me with all thy heart. That, to me, that's extreme. That means empty out everything.
Yes.
He said, I want it all.
All right. Yes, sir.
That's what he did. You gotta get it. He said, if you're gonna be committed, give it all to me.
Yes.
That's an extreme. That's an extreme God to me.
Yes, sir.
That's an extreme statement to me.
Yes, sir.
And the Bible says, in the measure that you give,
Yes, sir.
it shall be given back to you.
Yes, sir.
Pressed down,
Yes, sir.
shaken together,
Yes, sir.
and running over in it. People just think about money. But nah, God said, if you get extreme with me, I want all your heart.
Yes, sir.
I want all of it. He said, get extreme with me, and in the measure that you give,
Yes, sir.
glory be to God, I'll give it back to you. Glory be to God.
Hallelujah.
Pressed down.
Yes, sir.
Shaking together. So I gotta understand, if I get extreme for God
Yes, sir.
and step out on faith, God is going, and I'll put my all. God said, when you give me your all, I'm gonna give you my all. In that measure. So it ain't no, and that's why it was important anytime. When Peter stepped out of the boat, Jesus was excited because he was, this is what I came for. Glory be to God. So that you might have life, so that you can have the confidence to step, success consciousness. He stepped out because I've been with Christ.
Yes.
I feel he stepped out with this success consciousness, and as he walked, he began to get, I guess, sin consciousness, or I would say self-condemnation, because he started to feel, who am I to be walking on water?
Yes, sir.
He done in that condemnation. And like I said, the Bible said, 1 John 3:20, if a man condemns himself, he has no confidence to come to God. So he was condemned in such a way he began to condemn himself during the process. But if we continue to have this success consciousness, I won't be doing these other things. I won't be conscious of these other things, and I'll be doing in faith what he wants me to do.
Yes.
And if I'm doing that, he says, I'm going to give it back to you. You can't lose. You can't come up short. Only reason Peter started drowning, it had nothing to do with him. It had everything to do with his consciousness during his faith process. So God says, give, I want it all.
Yes, sir.
He said, so if you step out in faith, and if you begin to become extreme, that's what I want. I'm not going to let you fall short. Mark 8 and 34 for a few scriptures. And all I'm trying to show is that people will say, okay, you too extreme. It don't take all that. Yeah, it do take all that. It is. You can't be extreme with God. How can you? That's the Bible said it's impossible to please God without faith.
Yes, he did.
So to me, glory be to God, that the more extreme I get with my faith,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it pleases God.
Yes, yes.
The more radical I get with my faith, God is excited about that.
Yes, sir.
He said, because I'm pleased. I'm pleased. So the more you get in faith, you can't get extreme with God. It ain't like God can say, man, look, the hell, why you doing it? He too extreme down on earth. God ain't doing it. He looking for men and women to be extreme. Because he wants to do some things in the earth. And for him to do more than we could ever ask or think, he needs some people with that kind of faith that he can work through. And so if people are just being saved in faith, he can't do some of the things that he wants. That's why Jesus, the biggest miracle, because Jesus would know that he said, these things you see me do, you shall be able to do, and even greater.
Yes, sir.
But it's going to be on the backs of faith.
Right.
On the backs of our faith.
That is correct.
So if God is going to do anything great, anywhere, is going to be on the backs of somebody's faith. Somebody believe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Somebody got some faith somewhere. Now the one with the issue of blood, just with her faith. Yes. Just with her faith, she was able to do it.
Yes, sir.
And like we said last week, she just touched, she didn't physically touch him. She just touched the road.
Right. Yes, sir.
So that wasn't a physical, and that's why we was talking about the sense realm, things in the spirit. The things that are in the spirit.
Yes,
so you got touch, smell, feel, and hear in the spirit. He felt that touch in the spirit.
Yes, sir.
No, he didn't feel that on his road. That wasn't a touch like that or that. That was a touch on the road that he was walking for. That was a supernatural touch of faith. You can touch. That's why people say, let's touch and agree.
Yes,
you can be in California and I can be in Texas. And we touching spiritually because we on one accord and we unify. There's things that can happen in the spirit that we can be able to move it. And God said, I need some people with some extremists around here because there's some people that are scared to go to God and don't think that they can do it because they feel it's too extreme. And if you